Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of August 7th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you'd like to support what I do, or if you have a situation you'd like me to take a look at, you'll find information on my Patreon below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot with Amethyst, the Dark Mansion Tarot with Green Aventurine, and the Tarot de Marseille with Lapis Lazuli. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the reading. Alright, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay. Nice. Don't panic. Oh, okay. Let me just adjust here. I gotta say, if there was one card where it would make sense to be in the middle of this cross with these cards, it's the Hanged Man. But I'm gonna stare at these and extract the meaning. Group 1, I don't think that it would be fair to say that this is looking like a tricky week for you. I don't think that's fair at all. However, there is one tricky thing that it looks like you will be having to deal with this week. And it is the distinction between doing what you want to do and doing what you know you should do. The thing that struck me initially at first when I paused the recording was that you have 2 inverted aces here. And they just so happen to be of the corresponding suit of the other 2 cards. We have the Ace of Swords with the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Wands with the 4 of Wands here. And what is making me... what's giving me this impression is that the 4 of Wands is obviously a more appealing card than the 10 of Swords. However, the 10 of Swords is the upright one and the 4 of Wands is the inverted one, which is what's giving me the impression of, it's time to eat your broccoli. Now, given the nature and meaning of the 10 of Swords here, eat your broccoli isn't really... it doesn't really match up. I think a better metaphor would be to tell that person what you really think, to have that difficult conversation, something that you know you need to do and kind of sets you up for the next thing, but you kind of don't want to do, and you're being lured by this thing, which is probably legitimate too. I'm feeling a lot of promise from these 2 cards here. I mean, it's good in general to have, a bunch of aces, the freshness, the opportunity, all that great stuff. However, try to ask yourself if postponing the painful ending, setting up a new beginning, starting the new cycle. Other interesting thing, we have the Ace and the 10 of Swords here. Speaking of starting a new cycle. Whatever the pain is that you're avoiding by running towards this inverted 4 of Wands here, try to ask yourself, try to really consider the trade-off, basically, because it looks like the pain and release implied in the 10 of Swords here might be worth doing despite how alluring the 4 of Wands is, basically. So, honestly, that is all I have to say. If you like this reading, please give this reading a like, but you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 2, the sun reversed flipped over while I was shuffling for you. Don't know what that means, if anything, but we shall see. So as always, this is sure to fit in frame. The only question is if it's crooked. And I've confused some cards, so I'll just take a look at the inverted ones. So this is the High Priestess reversed. That's what I would have thought. This is probably the Seven of Coins. Yes, it is. And this is obviously the Three of Swords. Don't even need to check that one. With the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let me make sure that this is well framed for you. It's a little high, but it'll do. Group 2, the vibe I'm getting from this cross is that there's a disappointment or something that you're holding on to, and you're being invited to snap out of it. As a matter of fact, I heard the words snap out of it pretty clearly while I was like snapping this reading together. And I will say what I always say with the Seven of Cups, because I think it's particularly fitting in this reading. Also interesting that we have two sevens here, but part of what's making this guy hesitant is fear of picking the wrong cup. And I want to tell you, it's okay if you pick the wrong cup. I think it's by picking a cup that you can get the clarity to start moving forward, and it'll give you the feedback to be able to circle back and pick another cup. If it turns out that the cup that you picked wasn't, a match for you. But, the inverted Seven of Coins here with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups moving forward, the Knights of Suits are the ones that they're kind of the zealots. They're the ones that bring the essence of the suit out into the world. They're the ones that go on the adventure. So, to take a cup and move forward is what can help you tap into that deeper knowing that's been with you this whole time. And the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck here is telling you to be patient with yourself and don't be so quick to change cups. Really sit in the energy of the cup that you end up choosing, because initial feelings of, oh, this might be the wrong cup that I picked, might be some bullshit excuse that your brain is conjuring up for you in order to get you to circle back here and just sit and stare at the cups and stop moving forward while dwelling on whatever disappointment or heartbreak is represented by the Three of Swords here. So really, and I say this with love, snap out of it, whatever it is, and just pick a cup and sit in the energy of that cup, to give it the time that it deserves to really find out if it's the right cup for you. It's okay if it's not, but just sitting here looking at the cups, wondering which one you should take, worrying that you should pick the wrong one, is not the way out for you for this week, Group 2. So that is what I have for you. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, Group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. I'm very curious about what the top card is. It's the Sun. Nice. You could do worse than the Sun, I'll tell you that much. Even if it's accompanied by the Tower. Oh, geez. Okay, give me a second here. This should be well framed for you like that. Oh, great. Group 3, honestly, this is looking like a really, it's looking like both a great week and a challenging week. The overall message here, and we have 3 major arcana cards out of the 5 cards, so it's looking like a big week for you. But I think the overall message here is that you're within reach of bringing something to completion, and it's okay to enjoy it, but don't let enjoying it distract you from whatever emergencies or fires that you need to put out while you're bringing this thing, this project, this either work project or something that you're very passionate about to completion. So don't let the fun distract you from paying attention to your key metrics and key things that you need to take care of in order to tend to those emergencies. And also to not be so serious and not let the different emergencies or fires that you have to put out for this week drag you down. It's okay to enjoy the process while also tending to the important things. And that's the message of the Temperance card, kind of blending these two things together here, which is why that's basically her role in this reading. Honestly, I think that's like 95% of the reading right there. Take it in stride. Don't let, you gotta eat your broccoli, but it's okay to, oh, you can have the broccoli and the animal shaped chicken nuggets, you know? So try to blend both, not let one distract you from the other while you strive towards the thing that you've been wanting to accomplish this whole time. I think that sums everything up quite nicely. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead a couple seconds. I'll see you at your Oracle card reading. All right, let's see how quickly I can line this up. This looks decent like that. This will do. Let me just refocus. Great. Group A, your card is the Crown Chakra. Very interesting. Some of you may know I rarely pull any chakra cards here, but they're like 15% of the whole deck. Anyway, the text under it reads, the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So the both aspects of that last part really rang out at me. So the part that you should focus on kind of depends on the tarot reading that I gave you, but I think that being mindful of the part that you play and how it connects into the bigger picture is something that you're being invited to focus on this week. And also to take negative things or things that you don't like or whatever negativity that you encountered this week and find a way to transmute it. I'm reminded of in Napoleon Hill's book, Outwitting the Devil, every setback, it's probably not the right word. Every adversity contains within it the seed of an equivalent advantage. So try to take the shit and scavenge it to grow the next generation of trees, basically. Group B, your Tao card is Peace. This is I Ching hexagram number 11. And the key words are harmony, balance, perfection, equipoise, whatever that means, a sense of well-being, favorable conditions, expansion. Well, this is looking like a nice week for you. I guess the message for you for this week, Group B, is to don't take yourself too seriously. Just I wouldn't be complacent this week. I don't think that would be advisable, especially given the tarot readings that I gave. However, if you try to approach things with a gentle touch while also not, sitting on your ass and twiddling your thumbs, You're not being invited to aum your way to success and sit in the lotus position and not do anything. You're being invited to tread lightly in the sense of, gayfully prancing around the meadow, not trying to cross a frozen lake, not that kind of tread lightly. It's the prancing around in the meadow thing. But you have to actually go out into the meadow to prance around in it. Group C, your card is Leo. Oh, shine. Well, this is pretty simple. Don't be afraid to stand in your power. Don't be afraid to be awesome around people. And this isn't necessarily in public. Some people have networks that they're afraid of doing this thing that they're really good at in front of them because they're afraid of the judgment or whatever. This isn't necessarily a public persona thing. It is, take your place this week, stand up, speak up, and you know, run the shit that you're capable of running, Group C. Group D, your card is Sleeper. This is the 28th and final lunar mansions. They're 28 lunar mansions, which is why I said it that way. Let me stare at this card for a second. It's funny, there's one group in particular for which what I'm about to say I think is perfectly fitting. It's a very similar theme to what I said in your tarot reading, but I think regardless of which reading you took, this is going to be useful, okay? Don't be so... how can I say this? Don't worry too much about advancing goals and checking things off your to-do list this week. I'm not saying to not do it. It's important to take action. However, be prepared for this week to be one of those weeks where you're kind of setting up something. It's like a seed that's growing, that sprout, but hasn't broken the surface of the soil yet. So to the untrained, to the outside eye, it looks like nothing is happening and you're kind of just watering and fertilizing soil. But the seed has sprouted and it's getting ready to, you know, break the surface of the soil, so to speak. So don't let the apparent lack of progress discourage you this week, because it's a time to, it's the calm before the beginning of the next cycle, basically. So I'm going to end this video there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope y'all have a great week. You take care. I'll see you soon.